Hey guys, what's up? I'm Slim and you're watching Slimothy TV. In this video, I've got a really cool one for you guys. Braxley Bands was kind enough to send out a whole care package here for us to take a look at. I have not opened the watch bands, but I did check out what was in these other bags because I was not expecting those. Let's go ahead and check these out. First off, we have an organic cotton elastic Apple Watch band. We also have a sports stretch band, as well as another sports stretch band right here. Now I have confirmed with the company that these are all PFAS-free, which is great because as you guys know, there were some Apple Watch bands out there, especially from Apple, like the Sport Loops that have PFAS in them. So stuff that you don't necessarily want touching your skin all day, especially when you're working out. So I wanted to make sure that these were going to be free of that first, because I think it's something that people actually need to think about. Then down here, we have one of their bags, as well as I believe their belt and a strap, but we will check those out last here. So let me set those off to the side for now. Here we have the different watch bands. Let's check out this one first, this organic cotton. This one is their slimline one. It's very small. Here is their little packaging here, kind of clever. Let's go ahead and pull this right open. It says Slim Slate, 42, 44, and 45 millimeters. Very cool packaging here. It says it is machine washable, which is great. Super easy to clean these when you need, probably like once a week or so. Check out the attention to detail in their packaging alone. Very excited to try this out. Custom aluminum size adjuster, organic cotton, and laser engraved stainless steel. And here it is. So this does have some stretch to it, which is fantastic. It actually feels incredibly high quality. And that stretch is very nice. So let's go ahead and just push these off to the side. Let's grab the Apple Watch Ultra 2 here and let's just strap it on, see what it looks like, because this is such a slim liner and this is such a chunkus of a watch. Let's see how this looks. Got to take off the G-Shock for this review. All right, guys, check this out. I have barely loosened this at all and it already fits like a glove. I can tell these are one size fits most just because of how stretchy this is and how easy this is to adjust. I really enjoy that. I also like the fact that if you're someone that works on a laptop all day, this clip is kind of off to the side, so it's not necessarily going to be rubbing on the MacBook. But of course, that's kind of decided on, you know, how big your wrist is and where this is situated. But I do like that. And I guess you could flip this around if you wanted, and it would be on the opposite side. But here is how it looks on wrist. Super thin, and honestly, it looks kind of strange at first, but the comfort of this is just unmatched. I mean, you're not going to find a comfier band. Well, I guess we'll find out if these are comfier, but so far this is incredibly comfortable. It's organic cotton, so there's no junk in it. I think that looks really good. The only criticism I could give is I wish that this black part right here was color matched to this titanium, but that is a minor nitpick. Besides that, this is an awesome band. You guys can see just how stretchy that is, but you can also see it doesn't really move around on my wrist. So this is like the perfect amount of stretch. Very nice. Let's open up the next one. Oh, and taking it off is a breeze. You just kind of slide it right off and you're good to go. Very easy to do. And that is how it looks when it is just off the wrist. Again, strange that it's so thin, but it is ultra comfortable. So let's set this right here. And I want to save this one for last because this is kind of a meme at this point. So I want to check this one out first. Here we go. Let's see, is this the same? Made from recycled bottles on this one. And there it is. Pull this one right out. This one feels completely different. This is kind of a rougher, coarser material, but look at that shine. If you are looking for a blingier band, this might be the one to go for. Now, I do want to mention this is all metal hardware right here and here. Same exact thing with this one. This one's much softer right here and here. This is metal, I believe. But yeah, very quality hardware on these. And attention to detail, you can see it does say a Braxley right there, engraved on the metal. And then on the back here, just like this one, there's a little tag that does say Braxley on this one as well. All right, guys, check this one out. This actually looks way better than I thought it would look. I thought it was going to be kind of feminine, but it's honestly not. It just almost looks like one of those chainmail bands that Apple sells that are like $300 or whatever. This looks just like it, except it's actually comfortable. And it's, of course, not going to clink when you're working on a MacBook. And it just looks really cool. It definitely stands out more than the rest. But I mean, where else are you going to get a comfortable band that looks like this? I mean, you're just not going to find it. If you go for a metal band, of course, you know, you've got the exclusivity of it being metal, but at the same time, you're not going to want to sleep in that or, you know, run on the treadmill with that. You're probably going to want to switch it out for something a little more comfortable like this one. What a fantastic looking watch band right here. Let's take it off so you guys can see it off wrist. And there it is, 360 degrees. Very nice watch band right here. When I saw this, this was probably the least favorite of all three, but honestly, this has jumped up. This is a very nice watch band. It looks really cool. It looks very premium. It does not look like what I was expecting it to look like. So big thumbs up to this one. And of course, it's machine washable. So if it does get dirty, just throw it in the wash and you're good to go. Now this one, the meme This is that jazz cup design from like the 1990s or early 2000s, but these used to be everywhere on those cups. If you guys remember, if you know, you know. Gen Z, I don't know if you guys know, but they put that onto a watch band, and that is going to look so cool. And you know, when you're walking around with one of these, that's a statement piece right there. So let's go ahead, let's try this one on. I'm very excited. But of course, before we do, it is laser engraved right there. It says Braxley. And then on the back, you guys can see that little tag right there that they have put on all theirs. And stretch on this one is great. Pretty similar to this one, and metal hardware through and through. All right, first off, check this one out. You can see this one is not black around the bezels here. It kind of blends in a lot better with that titanium. I really like that little touch. I kind of wish that this one had that as well, but I understand this is going for the stealthed out look, and it can fit the actual black Series 10, I believe. So I understand why they did it, but I like to match it with the lighter color of the titanium. Now, in theory, you can wear these either way, so you can flip the band around the other way. So this time this is on this side, and you guys can see what that looks like. Here is what it looks like on this side. But yeah, that awesome iconic design right there. You'll probably turn heads with millennials, Gen X maybe. Probably not the Zoomers, but you never know. But yeah, that is what this one looks like. Super nice, very comfortable. Again, super soft on this one. This one is a little bit rougher here, this one, just because of the design. You can probably, I don't know if you can understand how that texture is just through the video, but this one is the softest by far, this organic cotton one. Definitely the stretchiest as well. And then this one is kind of in the middle. It's softer. It's got a little bit more give to it, but that is what it looks like on wrist. Of course, looking at it from afar while it's off the wrist, this is what you're gonna see. And like I said, none of those harmful PFAs in this at all, so you don't have to worry about that. This is a nice band that you can throw in the washer when you're done with it after you go on a long run or something. So here they are lined up, so you guys can get an idea of how they look when they're not on the watch. All of them feel very premium, but let's set those over to the side here. Let's check out those bags. First off, we have the Braxley bag. This is meticulously designed for life's essentials, made from waterproof Lycra. I'm not sure what that is, but it says it's the original sports performance textile. It's lined with Faraday fabric that dampens EMF from electronics. That is also really cool. I might actually test that out because I do have an EMF reader in the studio. I don't know if Braxley was expecting me to test that, but I might, because if that's true, that's awesome. And then here is some stuff on the back. And crazily enough, this actually opens up, and you guys can read about it right here. But you can see, obviously you're supposed to put your phone in here, and it will hopefully lessen the EMF going to your body from your phone, which is something that I actually have been a little worried about lately, monitoring how much frequency the iPhone gives off, which is kind of crazy. But here is the bag itself. Feels very premium. It's super soft, made for you by Braxley right there. But the material is different than most others that we have tested. It's just softer. It feels nicer. And let's go ahead and unzip this right now. Let's take a look inside. So, okay, they do have this metallic weave design. Braxley Elastic Innovations, the stash bag for life's essentials. Very cool. And I probably can't say this on YouTube, but this is probably the right size for certain firearms if you wanted to carry that way. Opening up the back here, this one's also lined. Looking really good. You can throw a couple quick things back there. And that little sun right there winking at you. All right, what else do we have in here? We have a strap. So this is going to go, I guess, a crossbody strap. We got, let's check out these clips. Very high quality, no issues with that. And this is actually a very soft material that they've used for the strap. So it's definitely not going to cause any discomfort, just given how soft this is and how nice it is. It's almost got a silkish material, and this is, of course, metallic as well. Everything is metal, very high quality. Put that on, see how it looks. Oh yeah, I just tested this out, and this is perfect, you know, just around chest height, at least how I have it set up here. Yeah, this would be a great off-body carry bag, or just to have your phones and other goodies in it, of course, you know, depending on your lifestyle. I'm gonna throw in a clip of me testing the EMFs on this here at the end, so stay tuned for that, but I'm gonna throw my phone in there and we'll test before and after. For now, I'm gonna set this up here and set this off to the side as well, and we're gonna open up this one right here. And here we go. We have the Braxley belt, meticulously designed for insane comfort. The buckle is molded from aluminum alloy and premium magnets. It has the perfect click. The strap is woven from 100% recycled polyester, sourced from plastic bottles. I'm not a huge fan of using plastic if it can touch the body, but at least it's recycled, so that is good to see. So it's basically good for everything, as you guys can see here. And this is their little story right there you guys can read about. And let's go ahead and pull this back into view and take a look at this. This is incredible quality right here. It says live flexibly. And this is actually relatively rigid, at least right now, because it's brand new, and got a great design on it. The stitching looks impeccable. This is not even real stitching. That's how good that print is. It actually made me think it was stitching for a minute, but that is just a print with pink and kind of a gray that is actually reflective, it appears. So having a reflective belt is obviously something you want, especially if you're running at night. Maybe you have this bag with your granola bar or something in it, maybe your phone while you're running, taking a jog. That is something that you're going to want. You're gonna wanna have a little bit of reflectivity on you so that you don't get hit by a car. Let's go ahead and strap this up. And just like that, you just kind of slide it into place, and it holds in place with a magnet in there. So once it's in there, obviously this is not going to go anywhere. This is super strong, but when you want it out, you just kind of slide it towards this little hole. So you guys comes right out, but there are magnets in there that kind of keep it held in place. I've never seen another buckle that uses this, so I don't know if this is patented or what, but this really works and looks really cool as well. And the process is also a lot smaller than other belt buckles, which is something you probably care about when you are having something on your body. But this is how it's going to look. Of course, you can adjust this and get it exactly how you want. Really fantastic range of products here. I am blown away by the quality here. You never know what to expect. I've never worked with Braxley before, but they just sent this out. Hats off to Braxley there. I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and we're going to test this out, see how that EMF works. All right, guys, so this is going to be a very crude test just because, this is not a controlled environment at all. I typically have a special room where I like to test things to really see what's going on. Now, if I put this over here by this 5G antenna, it's going to go kind of crazy. So there it goes. Get a baseline here real quick. Let's lock it, pull it away just a bit. Exponentially decreases, which is always good. But let's go ahead and just throw it in the bag, see what happens here. By the way, check out that attention to detail here. This is a nice little pulley here for the zipper. And this one is also elastic right here, similar to a watch band. And let's just throw the phone right in the middle, just like that. Zip it up. Let's see what happens here. Wait, what? No way. Okay, it is touching it. What? Okay, so if I try to get it through like the zipper area, maybe it'll be higher. Let's see. Yeah, if I get through the zipper, it is definitely higher, but if I push it in where it's normally going to be, let's see. These results are kind of crazy right now. Not expecting that. Let's see. Let's try taking it out. Make sure it's still doing its thing. Okay, it's a little lower right now because it's not in use. Probably it detected that it was in a pocket maybe. But yeah, it was definitely below 6,000 here. All right, what if I cover this up? Make it think that it's back in a pocket. All right, throwing it back in just for one more quick test, just in case you guys think that, it's not in there, it's right there. So close this up, stick it right up next to it. What the heck? That is ridiculous. That is crazy. I don't know if it's going into really a low power mode because it's in the bag, but these numbers are crazy low right now. So this is definitely doing its job. Let's see. This is the part that would be probably against your body. So let's see. Wow. And I'm touching it to the phone. It's not like there's... Huh. All right. Well, this is legit. And you guys can see here, instantly shoots right back up to the 3000s, and it will go higher as it realizes that it's not in a pocket now. And, I was touching it pretty close. It was probably like that throughout the test. So you can definitely see the difference there between using this and not. So this is definitely something I would put in my arsenal of, when you're going out, just throw your phone in here instead of your pockets. It's probably not going to claim this definitively, but it is most likely a lot safer than having it in your pocket near important regions of the body. Let's just say that. So there you guys go. You guys can see, oh, it just turned off. Every 5 minutes it turns off. Let's just do that. And yeah, I think the results speak for themselves. This really does work. that I did not even know that this had that capability when I opened it up. Check out Braxley bands. They've got obviously more than just Apple Watch bands. Their watch bands are much safer in my opinion than other competitors out there. And overall, they do seem more environmentally friendly if that matters to you. And on top of that, great quality products here. An EMF shielding bag, which is ridiculous and awesome to see in this day and age. Also, the accessories that you can buy with the bag are crazy good. Everything here is a quality, top-notch product. So check them out, guys. Links to everything down below. If you like the video, hit it with a big thumbs up and subscribe. Big thank you and shout out to Braxley for sending these out free for review. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.